Welcome, everyone. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Anthony Davis. Artest is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's McGrady in at the 3, the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Jason Tatum. Antetokounmpo is out there with Kobe. And it's Thurman in at the power forward. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Tatum. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Shaq with the screen. Artest against Kobe. Back to Davis. Over Thurman. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Artest.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Kobe with the bucket.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's tightly guarded, off with the layup. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
The 3, and no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Davis surveying the floor. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. McGrady, a screen on Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Kobe. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Big margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And Bryant kicks to Giannis. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Atlanta with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Pass to Tatum. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Can they get it? And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. You have the camera on you. We have a dancer.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Outside, Kobe fires the three. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Artest. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Giannis. Still scoreless. From deep, Bryant. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Davis. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. Good D by Giannis. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks ahead. They're up by 4. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
The Hawks leading by 4. Ryan is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Thurman in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And the basket by Tatum. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Now, here's Tatum. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Ryan against McGrady. Ryan passing to Gilmore. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The first free throw is good. And it's tied up with that one. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. No one near him. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to Artest. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. A three from Bryant. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
1:52 left now here in the second, and it goes down 2 points.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Bryant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. McGrady outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good, 2 points.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
McGrady against Antetokounmpo. Right side, Tatum. And again, unable to change momentum here. Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Artest. Artest's got his 4th assist in this one. Thunder trailing by 7. Outside Tatum. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. 16 feet away. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Tatum's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen?
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Artest, and it's McGrady in at the small forward. Now here's Bryant. Pass to Gilmore. Tatum with it. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. From past the arc, it will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Tatum. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA, and you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu, who was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration.
Show him some love once again.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Seconds now into the second half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Artest the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Thurman. Thurman's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Artest against Tatum. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Not a lot of room. They get the rebound. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
And Tatum out top the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now, just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here is Artest. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Thurman. Now, here's Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Tatum looking around. Clock at 6. Here's Thurman. Rebounded by the Hawks. Shaq's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. McGrady kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Artest against Tatum. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilmore's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Kobe. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to McGrady. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to O'Neal. Over Gilmore. Shaq's shot is off. outside Tatum. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Hawks on. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Antetokounmpo is out there with Bryant. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Gilmore in at center. What's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City? Great open look there.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, Thurman is an intimidating presence at center. He's athletic, strong, and an elite defender. Also determined to attack the glass.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. McGrady against Bryant. Inside, here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the three. We're good, guys.
Thank you, David. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Tatum on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. They get the rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Giannis to take the lead. Inside, Bryant sinks it.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Here's McGrady. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Now here's Tatum. Jason Tatum finishes with authority.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Pass to Gilmore. Now here's Tatum. Here's Kobe. Bryant bullies through.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Giannis dishes to Tatum. And set the pick. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Artest. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. O'Neal inside. Nice move. Ooh, offline.
Gotta stay on your feet if you're on D. When Shaq has you in the air, forget about it.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to one. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and now we've got the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, thank you.
Welcome. And thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder facing the Houston Rockets. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Kobe Bryant is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Gilmore in at the 5 spot. It's hauled in by Houston.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Tries again. Offensive rebound. Pippen. Blocked. They get it back. That one goes in. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bryant. First quarter of play, a minute in. Mutombo with a rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Duncan. Now here's George from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Well, Paul George understanding more and more his role on the offensive end of the floor here, knows what kind of shots to take, and that's a good one there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Bryant, the pass to Gilmore. Back to Bryant. 5 to shoot. Over Edwards. Bryant with the bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I did get a chance to speak with Houston's head coach. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
It's pretty interesting to watch Tim through his career have some struggles from the free throw line and then regain his consistency.
Gilmore passes to Thurman. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Pippen. Over Tatum. And another miss by Houston. A minute 37 left in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Gilmore. It's stolen. George, left side. Here's Edwards. Oh, the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Outside Tatum. Pass to Thurman. Over Edwards. That misses. And a chance to tie it. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Rockets. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Duncan. Off the window. It's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
On the wing, Bryant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Anthony Edwards. It's his first trip to the line. And both free throws good for Bryant.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Duncan. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's George. The Thunder with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's good. This game is all even.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Edwards with it. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. So it's a tie game as we end the first. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's George in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Puts one up from 19. Gilmore grabs the miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. Now Antetokounmpo. Bryant, right side. And then Bryant with the dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. The Rockets trail. Pass to Duncan. George outside. Here's Duncan. Fades. It's hauled in by Thurman.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Up and in on the layup.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Timeout called. Houston
trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Giannis with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Bryant outside. Pass to Gilmore. And here's Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Count it. Good.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to Duncan. To the paint. To stop the run. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bryant. It's hauled in by Houston.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
George's shot is off. Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
And that's good as he hits both shots. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Antetokounmpo against Edwards. Pass to Pippen. Back to Edwards. Lots of room. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Edwards has got his first points of the game.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, guarded closely. And he's going for the lob. Woo!
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Gilmore in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Mutombo. Pass to Duncan. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the pick. Pippen, pass to Mutombo. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Bryant outside from behind the arc. Paul George pulls down the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Duncan. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards on target.
Shooting the 3 with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Antetokounmpo.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Pippen. Left side, Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Bryant outside. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. Outside Tatum, 3-pointer.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
Here's Edwards. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
2 minutes.
Thurman's got his 4th rebound in this one.
2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Rockets trail by 4. George with it, now guarded by Bryant. Back to George. And there's 1:38 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oh, they get a hand on it. George with a steal. Throws it up high. And George with the jam.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Yep, that one's good. Bryant's got 8. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Here's Pippen, hounded by Tatum. Pippen, pass to Edwards. From the arc. Knocks down the long J. Edwards has got 8 points in the quarter.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
You got to respect the response from Tatum. I mean, this guy just loves to compete.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. He's 0 for 2 at the line in this one.
For Houston, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the strike. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Antetokounmpo surveys. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And here's Bryant outside. And no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got George, and it's Edwards in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Tatum can't hit. The Rockets trail. Pass to Duncan. Bryant against George. Edwards with it. To tie it up. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Out left to the wing. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Mutombo. Edwards with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the block.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
So it's the Rockets now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Edwards can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Bryant. To the wing, right side. Thurman passes to Bryant. Antetokounmpo, left side. Fires from deep. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And it's Houston's ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Edwards against Tatum. To tie it up. Kicks it to George to take the lead on target from range. And Houston leads by 1.
Paul George stepping up big time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Antetokounmpo inside. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Edwards. George outside. Back to Edwards. Looking to get back on track. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Wow. Edwards almost makes it look effortless. Like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
Antetokounmpo inside. Here's Thurman. Back to Bryant. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Antetokounmpo against Edwards. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Houston calls timeout. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
And Houston has possession. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Edwards for three. The putback. Gilmore grabs the miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Antetokounmpo against Edwards. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defense is right there. Clock at 4. Tatum a screen on Edwards. Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls!
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And, B.A., the visiting team is always under